I'm Brooke Gennerman.
Jenny Glenn.
Kryssa Moerman.
Coach, wow, exciting.
Yeah.
Some of your thoughts on this wild game.
Yeah. I stand by my statement last year. Glory to God, the mountain moved again. That team has been a hurdle for us in the past, and I just am really pleased that I love the rivalry between our schools. They just play so hard, so they make you earn every single point. So I just thought our team played really resilient tonight. They followed the game plan extremely well. And just made great adjustments throughout the course of the match. Like I said, that's a super feisty team. They're really physical. They hit the ball really hard, and they extend rallies. You saw them chasing off the court. So we had to match that defensive pursuit, and I thought we did a really nice job with that tonight. So just really proud of our team and our belief to win, especially in those tight sets when it got to the end. That's where you kind of show what you're made of, and I thought we really stepped up and had no questions in our mind we were going to win those sets.
Yeah, end game, maybe previously against West Texas, they found the way. How
Right.
did you guys find the way today?
Yeah, I mean, this team, we've been talking a lot about belief and just what belief actually means. And I think we found a new level of that right before the conference tournament. And something clicked in us. And so instead of doubting in those moments, we understand that we have the ability to win every point. And so it doesn't matter if that's point 1 or point 25 or what it is. When you have that kind of belief as you step into each point, it's hard to look in the past or in the future. And we're staying really present in that space. So
I hate to bring up negative stats, but you had 29 attack errors and 13 service errors, and you still found a way to win.
Yeah.
What was that difference?
Well,
How did you come to
I think a lot of those happened in the second set that we lost. We did find some errors again in the fourth. All year that's kind of been the thing. When we get high air, obviously, that's when teams have beaten us. Rarely have we played low air and lost sets. So we need to make sure that we're trying a little too hard in those moments, but we recovered from that and got back into our true form. They do some things that make you think you have to do extra, or they take away specific shots that we're used to having. So I think you try to do a little more, and that little more sometimes turns into an error. So when we recalibrated from that, I thought we did a better job.
The adjustments of your team. We always talk about the 3 freshmen doing so well. They had some adversity today, and you stuck with them. And they came out and they rose to the occasion. I just thought it was great. I mean, Brooke had some errors at times, but then she came right back and kept feeding her. Same thing with Karina. What's that say about this freshman group that at this level they're probably not even considered freshmen anymore?
No, we don't call them freshmen.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just such a team, like a unified effort. Like year doesn't really ever come into it. I don't view them as that. They don't play that way. So when we hit a struggle moment, I know they have the tools to get themselves out of it, and their team's going to help them do that. They have just always done a great job all year, all of our athletes of rebounding, like going through little periods where maybe we get high air and then coming back out of it.
I know you were left heavy today with Annika and Brooke, but that opened things up for Kryssa and Alyssa, and they had some 1v1s. And so just talk about how the middles played for you, and Kryssa especially. No errors for her tonight.
Yeah, no, she was awesome. Yeah, I think, part of our game plan was to get our middles more involved. Some matches we have a hard time with that, and we thought we'd have a good matchup. We're going against Stowe, who's has really high blocking numbers, so we had to be strategic in how we use them. But we knew that they could score, and we know that they're capable of that. So we thought we had a good matchup, specifically middle to the left of the court, and our setters just did a really nice job of finding them, whether we were off the net a little bit or moving around. And so, it's great if your middles can be effective, but if you don't set them at the right times, it doesn't work. And so our setters did a nice job distributing.
Brooke, you're going to the next round, going to that. Well, what's that feel like? You can see the belief in the team and the love that you guys have for each other. What was that feeling like when you got that final point?
I think it was just so exciting, and everyone was so happy, and it was just like a team win. It was really awesome to just win together.
No nerves from going to be freshmen, right? I guess you're not freshmen according to coach here now, but playing in this moment against West Texas, you've heard all the stuff of what's this past, but what was it like for you out there today?
Well, I think we all just believe so much, and just the trust that I have in everyone and that they all have in me makes it just so easy.
It wasn't easy for the defense today at number 4 for them to take a couple of those shots, but To talk about the weapons on this team, is you can't shy on one side or another. When they tried to slow you and help down, left things open on the right side, Michael got going a little bit. What's it say about a team?
Yeah, I think just the way like we distribute to everyone, and we have huge like attackers on every pin and in the middle, so I think it just makes it easy and we can just distribute easily.
Was it like almost 70 assists today? I mean, your setters did incredible. What did you see from them? How were they able to kind of get you guys the balls that you needed tonight?
Yeah, I think it all started with the pass. I mean, like, we were, like, passing dimes, and it was awesome. And so I think it just makes it way easier on the setters. They have the trust, and they know that we trust them to give us good balls.
Kryssa, you've been through some of these West Texas battles
Yeah.
in your career. What was that like out there today?
It was really cool of like how our belief, like I can like tell the difference this year, obviously, like each team is different, obviously, and so this unique team, just how we're acting this way and just like pushing and sticking with the belief has been like so cool just to see and like just see like the evolution through the years.
You're seeing Health do her thing consistently.
Yeah.
Let's talk about consistent.
She's insane.
What is that
Yeah.
like? You know, what is it like in those in-game moments? I think we were saying 23-23.
Yeah.
And twice. And
Yeah.
to be able to like keep your composure. I mean, did you guys
Yeah.
feel just what was it like in that moment?
Yeah, honestly, it was really light because like that's how our belief makes every point feel is like it's light. We're not putting pressure. Like we talk about it, like we reach the top of the mountain and we're still the same person at the top. So we're not like putting pressure on ourselves. We're not like deforming ourselves. We're staying who we are, and we're just like sticking with that belief, and that just makes everything so much easier and like not as heavy as like typically. But
How tough's Mia? It looked like
she
wanted-
is so
she did
tough.
not want to come out of that game at
Yeah,
all.
no, she is determined, and she just brings so much joy to this team. So yeah, she's just crazy.
Well, Coach, tomorrow rematch of the championship,
Yeah.
regional championship last year. You got to watch it a little bit. What can we expect from tomorrow's matchup?
Yeah, I mean, they're a well-coached team that always kind of does things a little differently than we're used to seeing. So we'll make sure we're ready from a scout and preparation standpoint, and it's just going to be a fun night, you know.
It will be a fun night. A question for Kryssa. How important was it for you and the team to set the tone with that first kill?
I think it was good, obviously, but we would have done well either way. Like it's just staying aggressive is the most important part, and like just holding that belief. But yeah, it was good.
It seemed like energy.
Yeah.
Brooke, did you feel it? Some energy off of that first?
Yeah. Yeah, I think it just started off, like it showed that we went in with like belief, and it showed from the first point.
Yeah.
And each set obviously was, you each responded to each other after the 25-15, then it was 25-17 on their side. Coach, then all of a sudden, back and forth as you can expect.
Yeah.
What we looked at, the first time we played them in the Premier this year, there were 34 ties in that one, and 12 lane changes, so this was nothing new.
Yeah, 28-6.
Where was the
yeah.
growth mindset today that you felt your team had, because another lead for the squad?
Yeah, we're just getting tested. This is what we want. We've had a lot of sweeps, and we've had some matches that have felt comfortable, and so we love the battle. It's just fun to play, and it was a battle tonight. That's a really good team. That's the kind of volleyball you want to play all the time, And so it's a gritty match. It's a match where everybody's putting their heart on the line, and just a lot of respect even for those players that have come through and done a lot in their career at WT. So it's just a fun match. We love playing it.
As strong as Stowe is and so reliable, they were pretty heavy on the left side too today with Becker and Marshoff, but really kept them at bay with the block. Was there any extra focus on that right side block?
Oh yeah, I mean those are two really good players that we knew we were going to have to slow. And then Stowe, I think she probably had a great night. I didn't look at her finals. Yeah, 391. So we knew they'd take big aggressive swings at us, and we knew we were going to have to be disciplined as blockers and feisty from the floor.
Yeah, great answer in response by the team.
Yes,
So
for sure.
congratulations.
I just want to ask one more. Just the killer instinct of Alyssa Boyd. There was a moment in that fourth set where she looked like she was going to take a step back and set her teammates. And
I
she
love it.
realized, no,
Yeah.
I'm just going to
Yeah.
take this. What's that say to have that type of player?
Well,
that knows
when you're
in that
playing
moment?
like that, you've got a good shot of winning, right?
Yeah.
Like they kind of play like that. And so we weren't hesitating at that point in the match, and we're like anything, just the aggressiveness is what it takes. You can't be passive in those moments. Like we got in the second set passive. doesn't work, when you're playing championship volleyball.